So good morning, all of you. Welcome to our maths class. And if you remember in last class, we discussed about that differentiation of higher order, or I can say second order derivative. In our book, it's written second order derivative, but it may called a higher order, as I told you yesterday. And we solved some question also, if you remember. What I remember, I did question number. I think the last question was done by me yesterday. That was the question number 7th, first part. Yeah. Now in the series, some more questions are there, since we are having there are 25 questions in this, right? So I'm going to do some more questions for you people. And in question number 7, if anyone have any other question to ask, what we have not done in the class, you please raise your hand and you can ask a question. Any question is there? No. Okay, so what I had planned, that question number 8 I am going to do for you people. 8 first part, then I'll do some more question here. First of all, question number 8 first part you can see, and if it is required, actually question number 8 first part and question number 8 second part and 7th first part, almost it is same. Sorry, I did question number 6th in last day. Am I correct? Question number 6 second part I did last day. So first of all, 7th first part you can see, because 7th first part and question number 8 second part both are almost same, and 7th second part's hint has given. Okay, so first of all I'm going to do question number 7th first part, and then 8th first part also I'll do here. Question number 7th first part you will see. In 7th first part, y is equal to x plus 10x, and I have to prove that cos square y by dx square minus 2y plus 2x equal to 0. This one we have to prove. One point is there, just you should keep in your mind. Actually, when we are starting to prove these things, this one has given y is equal to x tan x. Definitely, first of all, we will try to find dy by dx. And after finding dy by dx, we will find d2y by dx square also. Okay. So sometimes it happens, easily we are getting this result. But sometimes it happens that some arrangement is required. Suppose that you have started with one question and you are not able to arrange this to find this result. Then another way is there. Another way is there to substitute the value of d2y by dx square here and the value of y. And after simplification, if we will get a 0, it means it's true. Are you getting me what I said? The first thing, we will find dy by dx and we will find d2y by dx, and after simplification directly we will get this result. That is the one method. And in maximum question we will do the same. But sometime it happen, we will be not able to easily get this value, or we will not be able to simplify it to get this proof, this result. So that time what we are doing, we are getting all the required thing in this question. Actually y and d2y by dx square is there, so we are thinking about the y already as given, and d2y by dx square we will get, and we can substitute this value in left hand side. And after simplification, if we are getting equal to 0, it means it is correct. But what I am thinking, we are having only few questions where this method have to apply to substitute the value of y, to substitute the value of dy by dx, to substitute the value of d2y by dx square. Otherwise, in maximum question, after getting the value of dy by dx, after getting the value of d2y by dx square, directly we can get our result. Now, you can see question number 7 is there. No? First of all, I can write differentiating with respect to x. So definitely it is dy by dx is equal to 1 plus sec square x. Can I write or not? It can be. Now, there are two options. The first one is there ki sec square x can be written as 1 upon cos square x, and I will transpose cos square x in this side, and when we will use product rule, then first and second directly I get cos square x into d2y by dx square. That is the first method. Second one is there. We need not to just transpose anything. Directly, I am writing here differentiating with respect to x again. So what will happen? It is d2y by dx square is equal to 0 plus the differentiation of sec square x is 2 sec x, and the differentiation of sec x is sec x tan x. Are you getting me? We will use here chain rule. So what can I write? 2 sec x and then sec x into tan x. What? Any problem is there? Now, d2y by dx square is equal to tan x upon cos square x. Can I write sec into sec will be sec x, sec square x, and that can be written as 1 upon cos square x. If it will transpose in this side, I'll have cos square x d2y by dx square is equal to tan x. Our result is what? I want to find this one. Now, if I will take this one as 1 and this one as 2, from the equation number 1, the value of tan x will be y minus x or not? Is it? I'm talking about this arrangement. If you will be not able to arrange all these things, it's okay. We had got the value of d2y by dx square here. We are having the value of y. These two values can substitute here, and we will get equal to 0. It is one method. The second, that first one, what I told you, it is an optional method if you are not able to do. Otherwise, you can see from 1 and 2. Cos square x d2y by dx square we have got, and it is our requirement. But with this we have to get y and x. We don't want tan x. It means what? Tan x has to be eliminated. And now I saw in equation number 1, y is equal to x plus tan x. It was given in the question. So from here, tan x is equal to y minus x, we can get out. And that value of tan x I am going to substitute here. So I'll get cos square x d2y by dx square is equal to into it's y minus x, and then I'll simplify easily. I'll get the required things cos square x d2y by dx square. Now if you can see 2y minus 2x minus 2y plus 2x equal to 0. Easily I can write and discover it. Okay, all of you have got it. Got it? Say yes or no. You can see in question number 7, second part, hint has given. We will follow this one and we will get our result. Question number 8. Second part of the question number 8 is almost like that only. You can see that in question number 7, x tan x was there. Now we are having x cot x. So same thing we will follow. But 7th, 8th first one you can see. I want to do 8th first one. Okay. Question number 8 first has given y is equal to sec x minus 10x, and we have to prove that cos x d2y by dx square is equal to y square. This one we have to prove. It's okay. So I'm just starting with this question. Yes. Question number 8, first part you can see. A, first part is there. Y is equal to sec x minus 10x. Sec x minus 10x, and we have to prove that cos x d2y by dx square is equal to y square. This one we have to prove. This one we have to prove. Now, what should I do? First of all, I'll take just differentiate. Just simply we can say differentiating with respect to x. When I differentiate, I'll get dy by dx is equal to sec x tan x minus sec square x. Can we get all? Say yes or no. Will we? So okay, now listen to me again. Y is equal to sec x minus 10x as given. We have to prove that cos x into y by dx square is equal to y square. Here I have not done anything. Simply I got the differentiation of this one. We should write one line differentiating with respect to x. So dy by dx, the differentiation of sec x is sec x tan x, minus differentiation of tan x will be sec square x. Differentiation of tan x will be sec square x. If you can see in dy by dx, sec x is common. Yeah. But when I take sec x common, I'll get in bracket tan x minus sec x. And at the place of tan x minus sec x, if we are having sec x minus tan x, it can be written as y again. So what I am thinking, I'm going to take minus sec x common. So we will have now sec x minus tan x. Is it? Anyone have any problem here? No. This one can be written as y according to the question. So our question will be dy by dx is equal to minus sec x into y. It's okay. Say yes or no. Now I can write differentiating with respect to x, and I differentiate, I'll get here d2y by dx square minus sec x into dy by dx, sec x into dy by dx plus y into sec x tan x. Am I correct? In our proof, dy by dx is not required. Can I substitute the value of dy by dx from here minus sec x y? Yes or no? If I'll substitute the value of dy by dx here, so d2y by dx square can be written as minus sec x into minus sec x y plus y sec x x. Yes. Anyone have any doubt here? When I multiply by d2y by dx square, d2y by dx square minus, and this minus will make it plus. I have now sec square x into y, sec square x into y. Wait 1 minute. I think this is correct. Yeah. And then minus y sec x x. It can be or not. Say yes or no. It can be or not. Anyone have any doubt clear? No. Now, see. From the question, I am just going to take d2y by dx square left hand side, sec x into y I am taking common. Then inside the bracket, will we have a sec x minus tan x or not? And this sec x minus tan x will be written as y. It's okay. And when sec will transpose in this side, it can be written as d2y by dx square is equal to 1 upon cos x into y into y. When cos x will transpose here, I will get here cos x d2y by dx square is equal to y square, and it is our required result. Please go through. Should I repeat it again what I have done? One more thing, the same question can be done by different method. I took here dy by dx, then dy by dx is equal to something, then again I differentiated. At the place of putting the value of y, directly also we can do. No problem is there. Directly we can differentiate, and definitely we will get our result. If suppose that I am not substituting this value of y, no problem. It can be written as sec square x as it was there. And we may apply again d2y by dx square. We will get our result. Definitely we will get. Here I substitute the value of this one, then again I just differentiated with respect to x, and then I got a d2y by dx square first into second differentiation plus second into first differentiation sec x tan x. And the value of dy by dx was substituted here because in our result dy by dx was not required, and we have got our result. It's okay. Again, I am repeating myself. Directly we can do, because when I put it here y, then we are getting dy by dx. Again, we are putting the value of dy by dx here. If directly we will differentiate here, dy by dx will not come, and after simplification we can get our result. It's okay. Any problem is there? Can I move to the next question? Actually, I am trying to one question from. I don't know why it is going to be on. Now, question number 8 is there. Question number 9 you can see. There are 3 parts I can see. Yes, there are 3. So, should I solve third part? Something e to the power has given. Yes. Should I solve third part? Say yes or no. Okay. Third one you can see. In third one, y is equal to something as given, and after we have to find d2y by dx square. Listen carefully what I has given. Question number 9, third part, y is equal to a e to the power 2x plus b e to the power minus x is given, and we have to prove that d2y by dx square minus dy by dx minus 2y is equal to 0. Let me write this question once. Question number 9, third part is there. It is given y is equal to if a into e to the power 2x plus b into e to the power minus x, and what we have to do, I have to do that dy by dx square minus dy by dx minus y equal to 0. Once again, I am repeating myself. If suppose that you are doing this question and in this question you are not able to get this value directly, no problem. We can find the value of dy by dx. We can find the value of dy by dx square, and y already has given this value. We can substitute here and we will get our result. One method is there. Otherwise, that first one directly we will try to find the value of dy by dx, dy by dx and arrange it. Now see, if I write here dy by dx, it will be a into e to the power 2x into 2 plus b into e to the power minus x into minus 1 will be there. Hope you are getting me what I want to write here. Anyone have any doubt here? Say yes or no. Now, dy by dx is equal to, if we want to write this, like that we are writing a to the power 2x minus b to the power minus. Listen to me very carefully what I want to say. Either directly we will differentiate it and then after we will have some arrangement, or here only we can do some arrangement. Some arrangement means that I may write 2 times a e to the power 2x can be written as a e to the power 2x plus a e to the power 2x. Are you getting me what I want to say? No. Let me do it. I am telling you dy by dx is equal to a e to the power 2x plus b e to the power minus x plus a e to the power 2x minus 2b e to the power minus x. I can write or not. What I have done, that 2 times a e to the power x has been written as 1 plus 1, and that was with negative sign, to minus 2 plus 1 I wrote here. Reason is there that these things can be written as y, and if it will be written as y, when I differentiate it again according to our rate, I will get here d2y by dx square and dy by dx. That is the first method. Second method, if you don't want to do it here, no arrangement, you don't want to do any arrangement here, no problem. You may get that d2y by dx square directly, and then in last moment we can do this arrangement. Both options is there in front of you, and I'm doing both. Don't worry. Here, what should I write? dy by dx is equal to y plus a e to the power 2x minus 2b e to the power minus x. Now listen to me. If again I differentiate dy by dx square, dy by dx, now here you can see, plus a e to the power 2x into 2 plus 2b e to the power minus x and minus 1. After that, you can see d2y by dx square is equal to dy by dx. 2 and 2 will be common. Then I am having a e to the power 2x minus. Sorry, that was the negative number. The minus will make it plus. Here minus, and now it will make it plus. B e to the power minus x. This will be y. And we will get our result dy by dx square minus dy by dx minus 2y equal to 0. That's what I have done. Another one I told you, if you don't want to do this arrangement here, no problem. Here directly we can do differentiation. And if we will do directly differentiation, I will get here d2y by dx square is equal to 2a e to the power 2x into 2 plus b e to the power minus x. We will write like that. Okay, and now after that we will have some arrangement, and it will be something like that d2y by dx square plus that will be 4. Out of these 4, 2 I am taking here a e to the power 2x minus b e to the power minus x, and two more are there. That 2 I am taking here 2a e to the power 2x minus plus 2b e to the power minus x. That arrangement I will do here. Now see, 2a e to the power x and 2a e to the power x will be 4a e to the power x. 2b into e to the power minus x minus b into e to the power minus x, that will be this one. And now this one will be written as d2y by dx square. This one will be dy by dx, and plus 2 will be common. Then after we will have here y only. Because when I will take 2 common, a e to the power 2x plus b e to the power minus x, that will be written as y. So either you will follow that method or you will follow this method. In both way, result will be same. It's okay. It's okay. You will take a screenshot of this question, because whenever I'm just solving any question, after a few seconds only I used to erase for the next question. So if you want to take a screenshot, you may take. Okay. Now it was the question number 9. I'm moving to question number 10th one. In question number 10th, I think it is easy, but even then, if you are thinking you will have any problem in any part of number 10, you may discuss. Please. In question number 10, again I am repeating myself, in question number 10, both questions are easy, but even then, if you are thinking you will have any problem or you may face any problem, then question number 10, first or second, any one of these two, you may ask. Yes, Vikram, is it required first or second? Question number 10, second one. Yeah? Okay. Now see question number 10. Second part is there. It is y is equal to a cos n x plus b sin n x, and we have to prove that d2y by dx square plus n square y equal to 0. This one we have to. Now listen to me very carefully. What I told you, we may use differentiation 2 times, then we will get d2y by dx square, and then after that some arrangement will take place. See, if I write here differentiating with respect to x, it will be dy by dx is equal to a into differentiation of cos n x will be minus sin n x into n will be there or not. Differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. Since we are having n as a coefficient, so what can I write? Minus sin n x into n plus b. Differentiation of sin x is cos x, it will be cos n x into n. Okay, you are getting it. Now, if I take n common, I'll have now, after taking n common, minus a sin nx plus b cos nx. Now, once again we will differentiate it. Then I have a d2y by dx square is equal to n. Now minus a. The differentiation of sin nx will be cos nx into n or not. Yeah. So I can write here cos nx into n plus. Actually differentiation of cos will be with negative sign. So I'm going to write with negative sign here, minus sine nx into n. Now again, you can see n is common in both, and minus is also common in both. So I can take minus n common, so it will be minus n square inside bracket a cos nx plus b sin nx. Now see your result dy by dx square. This bracket can be written as y or not. Yeah. Y is equal to a cos nx plus b sin nx. Here also you can see a cos nx plus b sin nx. So it can be written as y, and if it is y, then we are having now d2y by dx square is equal to minus n square y. When I transpose, I will get d2y by dx square plus n square y equal to 0. This is your result. Okay, you are getting me? It's okay. Now, after question number 10, 11th you can see. Question number 11, there are two parts. One is y is equal to tan inverse x, and one is y is equal to sin inverse x. One is y is equal to tan inverse x, another one is y is equal to sin inverse x. Should I do first one? Both are almost same. Should I do first one? No. Yes, ask that is required or not. First one or second? No. You can do. Okay. Then move to question number 12. If 11th you people can do, move to question number 12. Wait 1 minute. Actually, copy distribution is going on. Some people has come there. Now, question number 12. Which one you want? First or second? Should I do second one because it is looking little bit lengthy? Yeah, start second one. Okay. Now see question number 12. Second part is there. In this we are having question number 12. Second part. Y is equal to 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x, and we have to prove that x square y by dx square plus x dy by dx and plus y equal to 0. This one we have to prove. Again, I am repeating myself. If you are having such type of question, there are two options in front of you. The first one, directly we will differentiate, and after getting dy by dx, we will try to get dy by dx square, and maybe after some arrangement, we will get our result directly. It's okay. But suppose that if we are not able to reach this result, no problem. Y already is there with us. Dy by dx we will find, d2y by dx square we will find, and these three values we can substitute there in left hand side of the result, and we will get it true. Okay. Now you can see what should I write? Dy by dx is equal to 3 minus sin log x into 1 upon x. Am I correct? This one will be taken as a x, so cos x is minus sin x, and the differentiation of log x is 1 upon x. It's okay. It's okay. Now, plus 4 sin will be cos log x into 1 upon x. Now listen me carefully. If I again differentiate it directly, I have to use product rule here and product rule here. Two times product rule has to be used here. But one thing is there, if I transpose this upon x and upon x in this side, or I can say multiplying by x in whole equation, it can be written as x dy by dx is equal to minus 3 sine log x plus 4 cos log x. In this case, if now we will differentiate, at only one place we have to use product rule. In previous one, what we have to use? Here and here, two times we have to use the product. Now, if you write again differentiating with respect to x, it is x d2y by dx square plus dy by dx into 1. First into second differentiation plus second into first differentiation is equal to minus 3 sine differentiation of sine x into cos x. It is cos log x into 1 upon x. Differentiation of cos will be negative, so minus 4 sine log x into 1 upon x. Again, that 1 upon x and 1 upon x, I'm going to transpose it this way. When I multiply by x, it will be something x square d2y by dx square plus x dy by dx, and at the same time, if I am taking minus common from these two terms, I have 3 cos log x plus 4 sine log x, and you can see this is your result. Sorry, this is y. I may take it y or not. So when I take it y, it is x square d2y by dx square plus x dy by dx is equal to minus y. When I transpose this y in this side, I'll get our result. Any problem is there? Any problem is there? No. Moving to some other question. After doing question number 12, still we are having 13 more questions because there are 25 questions. So what I am thinking, one more class will be required for that. Question number 12, can you do or not? Y is equal to x cos x has given, and I have to find x square d2y by dx minus 2x dy by dx plus something 2 plus x square y equal to 0. What I have to do, first of all, we will find dy by dx by product rule, and we will get something. Then after again we will just do the same thing, d2y by dx square. But I am thinking you can do it. Yes. Can I move for the next question? Once again, I am reminding you people, when you will solve this question, what I am leaving for you, and if there is any difficulties, next class you may discuss. Unfortunately, I am not getting any question from you people. Either I am doing all these questions in the class, or you are not doing any question at home. Only two cases are there. Please. Question number 14, you can see. Both questions are like that. Y is equal to cos inverse x the whole square, then y is equal to tan inverse x the whole square. I think in the previous question number 11 also, y is equal to tan inverse x and y is equal to sin inverse x are there, and you said okay, you will do. But here it is whole square, so one out of these two, one I want to do. Which one you want? First or second? 14th. First or second? Both are almost same. Should I do second one? That proof is little bit lengthy. Yes. Should I do second one? Okay. 14th second part, you can see it's written. 14 second part is there. Y is equal to tan inverse x whole square, and we have to prove it x square plus 1 the whole square 2y by 2x square plus 2x x square plus 1 and dy by dx is equal to. This is our result that we have to prove. What should I do? When I write here dy by dx, it is equal to 2 tan inverse x into 1 upon 1 plus x square will come out. Say yes or no. It will come. If I am taking it as x, so differentiation of x square is 2x, and whatever I has taken as x, it will differentiate again. Differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x square. It's okay. It's okay. And now transpose this one in this side, so we will have now 1 plus x square dy by dx is equal to 2 tan inverse x. Now again differentiating with respect to x. When I write it again, differentiating with respect to x. So I'll get your first into second. 1 plus x square into d2y by dx square plus dy by dx into 1 differentiation of 1 into 1 differentiation square is 2x is equal to 2 into 1 upon 1 plus x square. 2 into 1 upon 1 plus x square. And now I am going to multiply by 1 plus x square again in whole equation, or I can say transpose this one this side. So when I multiply by 1 plus x square, I get 1 plus x square the whole square d2y by dx square plus here I am having 2x and multiplying by this one, then again we will have 1 plus x square. It is dy by dx equal to 2. This is your result. Now see. Anyone have any problem in this result? Now move to the next question. Question number 15 is there in front of you. 16 is there. Which one you want? You tell me. In 15, both are in terms of logarithm. Both are in terms of logarithm. Can you solve it, or I should solve here? You can. Okay. Question number 16. You can see that function to function has given y is equal to cos inside the bracket sin x has given, and we have to prove that d2y by dx square plus tan x dy by dx plus y cos square x equal to 0. And this question has come in 2017. It's required to solve here. You can. Those who are saying yes sir, we can, please tomorrow when you will be attending the class. So please, if it is possible, show me your copy. I'll just as I put my screen here in large side, I'll put your screen. Okay, it's okay. Now question number 17, you can see in 17 first one, I want to arrange a little bit before starting the differentiation. If we will arrange it little bit, that question will be very easy. It will be almost converted in the form of the 17 second part. Should I arrange it firstly? Let me tell you what type of arrangement I want to do here. See. Actually, it is given x is equal to 10 1 upon a log y. What I am thinking, it can be written as tan inverse x is equal to 1 upon a log y. Am I correct? If a will transpose here, I will get a tan inverse x is equal to log y and nothing is there basic principle. If you remember, in class 9 it was discussed a to the power n is equal to b can be written as log b base a is equal to m. Is it or not? So from here I can write y is equal to e to the power a tan inverse x. Is it or not? And now easily we can differentiate. Easily we can differentiate. It can be written as dy by dx is equal to e to the power a tan inverse x, because the differentiation of e to the power x is e to the power x only, into a, the differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x square. Now we can transpose this one in this side. So we will have a 1 plus x square dy by dx is equal to a into this one will be as y. It is y. And now you may do it again. When I just differentiate it again, I will get our result, that is something 17 is there, not 1 plus x square divided by 2x. Easily we will get. It's okay. So till the question number 17 we have discussed here. Now 18, 19, 20, few more questions are there. I'll try to complete it tomorrow, and tomorrow only I'll start that Rolle's theorem. Tomorrow only, that's 2 theorems are there, and it's not very difficult. Only some conditions are there. It should be continuous, it should be differentiable. Fa is equal to Fb, then once f dash c equal to 0, then c should be belongs to closed interval AB. Then I can say that Rolle's theorem is verified. So all these things we will discuss in next class. First I'll try to complete it, and then after. But till now, till the question number 17, you just try to do practice, and if there is any problem, you may discuss it tomorrow. Okay, thank you, have a good day.